Hey guys, Rob from the Off-Grid Tiny House. One of my subscribers, Creative Redundancy, and a few other people wanted to see just how fast that new tinder material, this brown material here, would start a fire. So unfortunately I didn't leave these pieces as they were. They were in a big square, so I cut them into 4. But what I did for this demo, well, what we'll do is I'll put these together and light it and go from there. And we're gonna see how long it takes to boil 1 cup of water. So hopefully that works. So first things first, pour 1 cup of water in, and I'm gonna put this lid on. Obviously got some snow on it, so all right. Next, I brought the clock out, and I'm using this cardboard as a base so the fire doesn't get wet. But when I do a time lapse, this clock is going to tell us exactly, you know, how fast everything's going to boil. I'm pulling apart a secondary cotton ball because first one doesn't seem to want to go. So I'll kind of do this, and we'll try again. Very limited space I'm working on too. Sucks. Once I get the fire piece started, we'll be in business. There we go. Get in there. There we go. Okay. Piece is started. I'm going to set the clock down right here. I'm going to get the water on here carefully. Hopefully that does not tip over. You guys see that okay? Okay, we're gonna start the clock here. I'm gonna go on to time lapse. Alright guys, I just stopped the time lapse. We're about 15 minutes in. It looks like the burn is complete on the fire starter material. We're just going to check the pot here. I don't know, I didn't hear any rolling boil yet, but I could be wrong. Oh, we got a nice simmer. You guys feel that? Whoosh, yeah, that's hot. So obviously you needed a lid on my pot or you'd lose most of your heat, but that's the way it is. So almost a rolling boil at 15 minutes with 1 piece of that fire starting material. Now you saw me have 4 pieces there. That's because the original piece was that big. I cut those into 4s. 4 pieces, right? So half and half again. But that's pretty damn good, especially since I didn't add anything else to feed the fire. Let me just check there. Yeah, So you can probably blow these into embers still. See, the wind's blowing those up. I don't even have to do it. It's automated. And there you go, guys. So there's a little bit of heat there. Not quite a vigorous boil, but damn close after 15 minutes. Not too shabby. So if you had just the one piece of material, what I mean by that is the one piece that's been cut into four, one of the four sections, and some other fuel for your fire, you could easily boil without using up a whole piece. That's a good thing. So let's check that beast again. Pull the pot, look at the steam, condensation, and that is hot, man. Woo! Not bubbling, boiling, but still, you know, if you wanted to heat something up, definitely doable. So I'm gonna just extinguish this. And then obviously I had the improper stand. It was too close to the fire, so you see this sooting action. So I just rubbed this off in the snow. If I set the camera back a bit, it'll be easier for you to see. Clean the pan. And I burnt the paint off my my little free Wish alcohol stove kit off that stand. So at least that job's been done. So I got a lot of the black soot off of there. This was from before on other tests, other videos that I did, of course. And then I'll take that in and rinse it. This guy's probably still hot. We'll find out. So that's the Go Hike stand. That's made for an alcohol stove, not really what I was using it for, but it was on hand and ready to use. Let me put some gloves on because that is cold to the bare skin. And an overall pretty decent test. Not too bad. Other than that first piece of cotton, I don't know. That was a little tricky. Let's get my gloves on here, guys. Hold on. And it actually burned through the bottom of this cardboard, which I thought was going to happen, and lost some fuel to the moisture. See that, guys? Burned, even melted the snow some bit, but that was probably from some of the water that I poured on top. So let's see if we can clean this guy up after the paint's been burned off. And I believe this is just an aluminum stand. Not quite sure. We'll find out if it starts rusting. But if I had the pot up a little bit higher, I would have had obviously better combustion, less sooting going on than what happened. But overall, good test. And there you go, guys. Not too shabby.